Hello, my name is Ricardo Perez, and this is my program portfolio project for the Management Information System class. For my scenario, I chose to base it out of a small business called Ricky's Apparel, where they specialize in designing custom-made apparel for your next team, event, or party. Ricky's Apparel has only been in business for a short time. It is currently being operated and managed by its two founders, Ricky and Carlos. At the moment, Ricky's Apparel is operating itself through a third-party website where they managed to build a small but solid clientele. Currently, their everyday operations are being conducted out of a small garage. Before we dive into the details, we first have to understand what is information systems. Simply put, information systems refers to 5 components: hardware, software, data, people, and processes, and the role these components play in an organization. For my scenario, Ricky's Apparel core information system is made up of these 5 components. Their hardware includes 1 desktop computer, 1 iPad, 1 high-definition printer, 1 heat press, and 1 electronic cutting machine. For software, Ricky's Apparel currently utilizes 2 softwares, one designing the apparel and the other software needed to operate the different machines that they have. Ricky Apparel currently for data has their email address on their site, and they collect the data from their customers. Their everyday process includes involving custom-made apparel by online orders once they're placed on the site. Once an order is placed, Ricky's Apparel fulfills the order and ships it out within 5 days. So let's say Ricky's Apparel has a $30,000 investment. They want to invest into improving their information system. Then we have to focus on improving these 5 components, starting out with hardware and software. For example, getting a storefront or getting a warehouse space so they can operate more successfully instead of operating for a garage will be a good use of this investment, as well as investing in other equipment and more equipment such as another desktop computer, an iPad, more printers, and or an electric cutting machine. For software, it is important to invest in software that will be useful for them in regards to designing a software where they can design freely and it's more effective. And things like Photoshop that will be helpful for such business. When it comes to network and security, it is obvious that a high-speed internet is needed to operate the apparel business. This is mostly true because we will be, or they will be creating their own site, which means they need reliable internet in order to operate their business through their own site instead of a third-party site. I'm a firm believer that if you invest in the online shopping experience for a business, it could really affect and improve your customer satisfaction. Therefore, improving in the programming of the website will be very helpful, as well as purchasing an antivirus program to help maintain confidential information safe. In their website, they will be collecting their personal information for customers, such as their credit card information, their mailing address, as well as like their first and last name, which is important to keep confidential. Customers like to know that their company is doing so. So you don't want to invest in a business site that is just not going to cover these key points when it comes to networking and security. In order to embark on the information system design for Ricky's Apparel, a system analyst and a programmer help is needed. The system analyst will help identify the needs and the wants of the business and will work within the budget proposed. Ricky's Apparel will then have to consult with a programmer that will actually design the information system for them. When it comes to business process, the future, and the people of Ricky's Apparel, Ricky's Apparel business consists of creating custom-made apparel for customers all over the globe. They do so by fulfilling the order they obtain through their online sales. Once the sale is placed, where it details the design and the number of items that is needed, Ricky Apparel will then create the design, print the design into a heat transfer vinyl where they will transfer to any apparel that the customer wants. They will continue to conduct their sales mostly online in hopes that in the near future within the investment they can invest into a storefront. They will continue to create designs for sale and expanding their workspace office soon as more orders will continue to come in. Eventually, Ricky's Apparel will need the help of about 1 or 2 more employees for the time being, just in order for them to help manage the sales and the actual intricate work that it goes into creating custom-made apparel. When we talk about legal and ethical procedures within the information systems, it is important that Rike Apparel adhere to the consultation of a legal professional in order for them to draft their own code of conducts, where they will, they will see what different actions are considered appropriate or inappropriate as a small business. Being an honest and trustworthy company is something that Rike Apparel pride themselves in being, and will conduct themselves as such. As well as embarking or help navigating, they need help from a legal profession to help navigate intellectual property protections such as copyright. For a business like designing custom apparel, they need copyright in order for them to protect against fraud for their own designs that they create for these apparel. These are all the stuff that it's one of the most important things that they should invest in order for them to expand or enhance their information system that they currently have.